Vanessa gang, happy Vlogmas day 4. Today we're with the lovely
Nurse Sequoia with Chicago Post-Op.
Yes, so I'm getting a massage. YouTube, do not demonetize me because I'm not in here doing that I'm not supposed to do. These are professional massages, professional lymphatic massages that I have to get post-op. And I figured since this is already like a surgery related thing, that I might as well talk about the surgery again. So shout out to those who are following my surgery journey. For those who are like tired of me talking about my surgery, you gonna have to give me a little minute because this is what I'm currently going through, and y'all know I usually show y'all what I'm going through when I'm going through it. So until I go through something else, this is what we doing. So y'all already know, like when I tell y'all a story, I can't just tell y'all like the main part, because the main part not gonna make that much sense unless I tell you the whole thing and walk you through the whole journey and stuff like that. So we gotta start from the beginning. So if you don't know, I've had a BBL 2019, then I got my breast lift with implants in 2020 or 2022, 2021, I don't know what, no, yeah, anyways. And now I am 3 weeks post-op from the revision and 360 lipo. So now we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to when I was younger. So it wasn't until high school that I started like looking at my body different. I had a boyfriend when I was a freshman in high school up until my senior year, I'm pretty sure. But I never thought anything of it. Like I've never really been compared to anybody else. Like I've always had like people always look my way and like try to talk to me and stuff like that. Also, my mom never really let me be on social media like that. So I really had nothing to compare myself to. I was fine up until I did start to get access to like Facebook and like social media and stuff. But it really, like my body wasn't even like a thing until people started like randomly saying, "Ooh girl, you're thick, like you thick." And back then, like when it first came out, like people were saying people were thick to like people who were like overweight. And I lied. I said that I wasn't thinking about my body until high school, but I started thinking about my body when like the Wii, like exercise with it. Do you know what that's called? Or it's just the Wii? Like Wii Sports. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like when you're able to detect your body type and your weight and stuff like that, because it will literally tell you like you're either underweight, you're normal, or overweight and stuff like that. And mine would say that I was like a notch before the overweight. Like I was normal, but like almost overweight or whatever. So that would get to me. That was the second encounter. The very first encounter was, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm like 7-8 years old. I used to stay with my cousins a lot, and my cousin, she's half Puerto Rican, half white, and like her anatomy, like she was just so slim, like very slim, high metabolism. And then I wasn't, like I've always been like, I've never been like big, but I had meat on my body. Like my daughter, like she's not big, not by any means. She looks healthy, like I just look healthy. But my aunt, one time, she was like, she called her like stick or something. Not stick, but like slim or something. And then she gave me the nickname Chubbs. And like people don't realize how much that will get to you, like especially like as a child. It was just on my mind. And then I asked my cousin, she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Because your mom called me this." And she's like, "Oh, not trying to make you feel better." Like, "No, don't say that." Like, she's like, "For me it's like skinny, and then for you," and then she tried to make me feel better. She ended up making me feel worse because she's like, "Don't worry about it." She said, "Don't worry about it, it's just the name or whatever." But I never really got over that. And then fast forward to when the Wii came out, I'm probably about like 11, 12, 13. And then when it told me that, then that I thought about it again, but again, it kind of went away. And then in high school, that's when it started to like thick a little bit. They started to call me thick, and I'm just like, I don't like that. Like, what first started getting thick was like my thighs, and I hated them. I started being a little bit harder on myself. Like, that's when I started to like watch what I ate a little bit. I started to like have kind of like an unhealthy view on food. Like, I would be hungry but I would like miss meals purposely, and then like I would be so excited when I would be so busy like outside having fun, and then I came back and I skipped a meal or two because I was thinking about it, you know, because I just always had it subconsciously in my mind. And so fast forward, like after high school, that's when I started being on social media and like heavy. I started on You Now, and I was even fine on You Now. I had like a big huge following and stuff like that. Like, I had regular viewers and everything, and I just felt like that bitch. I had dyed my hair red and everything, and I started like going viral. I got on Instagram. My Instagram blew up, and I started doing like challenges and stuff, and then that's when I met somebody on Instagram. We was talking for a few months and tried to like link a couple times, but something kept happening. And I remember like being so frustrated because I couldn't find anything to wear on this day. All my like leggings were like pretty loose and stuff. Like, I wanted to be like bodycon, you know what I mean? I remember having like leather leggings that went over the belly, but like that part wasn't tight. So if it's not tight, it kind of looked like a little bit bigger than what it is. So I had like a little pudge like underneath my belly button. I've always had it, like, which is pretty normal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a lot of people have like a little pudge back down there. Like, no matter how much you work out, it's like hard to get rid of. So I remember thinking like, girl, just suck in your stomach, like you'll be fine. Like, I've never done that before. Like, mind you, I've been making videos going viral and everything, and like nobody's ever made a comment on it or anything. So fast forward, why I get to the hotel room and I'm like, oh my god, hey, like we give each other hugs and stuff. But right before the hug, he stops me and he goes, what is this? And I just laugh it off. Yeah, like literally, like I laugh it off, and I'm just like, ha ha ha, like stop playing, whatever. And then after that, like, insecure. But I forgot to tell y'all. See, this is why. Oh, somebody calling, or that's your alarm.
Sorry.
Yeah, but see, this is why, like I was saying, I can't tell stories because I'll be jumping all over the place. I'd rather like write it down.
Girl, I'm the same way. I jump from one place to another place. We back in the past, and I'll be in the future.
Because I forgot to add something, so I gotta go back, girl. Yeah. So, okay, let me see. Let me get my.
Do you mind if I jump in?
What? Go ahead. Yeah.
No,
I know. I don't ever mind.
Talking.
Yeah. No, I don't. So we can talk.
Okay.
I've been looking at you too, like waiting for you to say something. But I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Before that instance, what made me even think about like my outfit and like if it was like a good outfit or not, and determine, was because he would literally on FaceTime, which I should have just knew. Like, there was a lot of red flags, but I was just like, I already spent so much time on the phone. Like, the least I could do was like meet this person in person and, you know, figure it out like that. But he would say stuff like, because I would get out of work late, like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. and because I was working all day, I would get so excited to get on social media, turn on my little ring light on and get on social media. So I would turn on the camera and I would make my videos, and then afterwards I would like make me a midnight snack or something. So it was usually like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and I remember him saying stuff like, girl, you're eating again. Mind you, I hardly ate because I was like working and then I was on social media, but he was like, you're eating again? And I'm like, yeah, what you mean? Like, of course I'm eating again. I'm hungry. Like, it's late. People like, girl, you're like a cheeseburger away from being overweight or something like that. But like more in a playful way, but you don't play about nothing like that. Like, he would say stuff like that, and then I used to be like, okay. So then it kind of put me back into that missing meals and like only eating a portion, only eating a serving size of what the package says and stuff like that. So fast forward, the day that I meet him, it was like alarming that, you know, maybe he was always looking at my weight the whole time, but I've always been slim, and if I can, I'll put a picture of like what I look like at the time. But yeah, so he, before the hug, he opened the door and he kind of like stopped me. He was like, what is that? And I kind of like ignored it and I hugged him. That's when I like hugged him, like, boy, shut up. Like, but after that, like, I Like, I remember taking a shower and like I had these shorts on and I like sucked my stomach all the way in, like walking past him and everything. And like, we dated for a long time and I kept walking past him like anytime with my, like, I didn't even feel comfortable being in my own skin after that because I was just like so self-conscious and stuff like that. But I've always like maintained my weight. I've never dropped a bunch of pounds and I never gained a bunch of pounds. I've always like stood the same, which also mentally kind of messed me up because it's like, if I'm watching what I'm eating, why am I not dropping these pounds? But anyways, I'm on social media, right? And then I'm blowing up on all platforms. I'm making so much money. Like, I'm in my zone because I don't really have friends. I'm out of the state. I'm not where I grew up at, so I have no distractions. I don't really know anybody out here, so I'm literally in my bag and I'm making so much money. Being on social media, you see like a lot of people with flat stomachs and stuff like that, but that really didn't faze me too much because I didn't ever go looking. I was like so in my bag and like focused that I didn't really get to compare myself. But I had so much money and I was just like, you know what, like, it's been bothering me, like, let me just look into it. So I started watching videos of like people that I followed and like other influencers, the whole surgery process. Like, when you're interested in it and you're like dead ass about it or you're curious, you're gonna keep watching a bunch of videos and get all your information. So boom, found a doctor, put my down payment. It was $5,500, and it was like, it's a sale for, it's like $1,000 off or whatever. So I was like, sold, get it out the way, whatever. I was thinking like, dang, I haven't even had my first child yet, like, I'm about to be so snatched, and then like, then it's gonna be for nothing, but whatever. So I scheduled it and I was supposed to get it in like 4 months. Boom, I get pregnant. And I'm like, I can yeetus the fetus, or I mean, I already want a child. I could just get this child out the way. Like, I'm financially stable, I'm good, like everything happens for a reason. I can just get the surgery after. So that's what I decided to do. I was like, plus I might have baby fat anyways, so like, it's like the perfect way to like snatch me back and then go about my business. So I'm so excited to get the surgery. Like, it kind of trumped being pregnant. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm just ready to get this out the way. Mind you, I'm terrified of giving birth. Like, that was like my number one thing. I'm laying down now. She gotta get the stomach. Again, YouTube, this is a medical massage. Don't try it. Don't try it with me. So where was I at? Oh, the surgery and pregnancy. I was terrified, but I was ready to get it out the way because I had already booked my BBL, so I was so excited. I will put my pictures of the BBL on this video. It was supposed to be like a skinny BBL, and that was the thing with my doctor that I continue to go to this day, is that there was very little that were doing skinny BBLs. A lot of them like make you gain weight, like if you're really small. I was already like small, but I was like beating myself up, and then this happened. So I'm about 7 months pregnant, and so the father of my child goes, he's supposed to like handle some business out the state or whatever. I guess he didn't remember, but he had logged into his Instagram on like an extra phone that I had, and he didn't know that I had it on there. I didn't ever go through it. I'm not a fan of going through phones. Like, it just gives you too much anxiety. But my intuition was like, just go through it. So he was gone. He was out the state. He left me a lot because he kept saying that he had to get money for when the child came out. Kept using that excuse, so he was always gone. So he was gone, and something told me to go through the phone. So I go through the phone, and I see some messages of another person. Ignore the sounds in the background. But the messages is between him and another girl with, I'm pretty sure she had a verification check at that point, so that's what really caught my eye. And he hit her up and he was like, I'm in your city. And I'm like,
really?
I got so, like, my heart started beating fast. And he was like, I'm in your city, what's up? And she was like, or like, she was like curving him, and he was trying to like actually like pursue. She was like, okay, you had a baby on me, ? And he was like, yeah, I thought you forgot about me. And she was like, clearly I should have. And like, there was feelings there, something like deeper there. And he was like, I always knew you was gonna be great, stay blessed, and something like that. And so she was just curving him, and that was it. So I hit him up, and I was like, who is so-and-so? And he was like, she's trying to start stuff, it's not even nothing like that, da 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 da. And I'm like, no, why would you tell her that you're in her city? Like, that means I'm back. Like, what's up? Like, link. And he's like, no, I don't even mean that. Like, she's starting stuff, I swear. He's so stupid. He thought that she reached out to me. But the whole time I saw the messages. Like, I was on the phone, but I wasn't about to tell him that. I wasn't about to expose myself like that, okay? So I just had to just let him think. I mean, I didn't let him think nothing. Like, I told him what it was, but he swore up and down like it wasn't that. Mind you, this girl, I'm looking at her page, and her body is like bodycon. Like, her stomach's flat. Like, she got like my ideal body. So that makes me insecure. I'm 7 months pregnant, y'all. So I'm bigger. Like, I know, like, I have this BBL coming up, but it just made the situation worse. So now I start really looking on like social media and looking at all of these girls in swimsuits and looking at all of this stuff and like more idolizing it now more than ever, because now I'm like, okay, maybe he's leaving me more because I don't look like this. Like, if everything's good at home, like I'm taking care of everything I need to take care of, why is he always gone? Maybe it's because of this. So when I was getting the surgery, he just asked me why and like where it came from, and then he kind of just like forgot about it. It wasn't until like his friend, I talked about it on social media, and then I guess his friends noticed, and they started like hyping up his head, like, ooh, once she starts to get it, she's gonna start acting different. Once she gets it, like, you know, people are gonna be on her more, right? And he is the type of person to like easily get persuaded by peers. So then he kept like telling me like in my ear, like, you're not gonna act different, right? You're not gonna be different, right? And I'm just like, no, this is literally personally for me, like for my mental. And he was just like, okay, that's fine. Like, okay, so when you pay for something, like, because you paid for it, you want to flaunt it more, because now you have something that you didn't previously have. And then I'm on social media already, so it wouldn't have been like odd for me to post things like crop tops and stuff. I did not feel comfortable in crop tops. I did not wear crop tops because I just did not like my midsection. I didn't like my back. I didn't like my sides. I didn't like none of that. So when I got that BBL, I felt so good, but I was so scared to post myself because I didn't want him to think otherwise of me. I always wanted to please him in any way possible, so I would always be covered up. And it wasn't until I got my Savage X Fenty deal where I had to be in lingerie that things blew up. Like, first of all, I already had a Fashion Nova deal, but Fashion Nova was like really reaching out to me, and they really gave me like bigger deals and stuff after I got my body done. So that was a plus. And then Savage hit me up. I'm not just trying to like put a bug in your ear, but it's dead ass. Like, you start making way more. Like, my image, my face is everything. Like, I am my brand, so I have to invest. Just like how you invest in a business, I am the business, so you invest in yourself. That tripled, quadrupled my money. So anyways, that was a big problem. In like the relationship. At that point, we was like broken up. We had like lots of breaks or whatever, but at that specific time, like, we were broken up, and I remember telling him, like, that's something big. Rihanna is about to hire you. Like, that's like, congratulations, like, good job. But it wasn't ever like that. He was like, how convenient now you're about to post naked. Like, it was like negative Nancy. It was bad, but that gave me a drive. That like made me like, you know what, F this, like, I'm not listening no more. That's when I started wearing shorts more, started posting my body more. I did not care anymore because we was already over. And then it was like, how are you not happy for me? Like, I was hiding my body. Even though it was like my perfect body in my mind, I was still hiding it. But when I got that deal, I can't even hide it anymore because I have to post in lingerie. I'm not about to ruin my bag for that, like, no. And then over time, like I told you guys before in other videos, I wasn't really taking care of my results because I had really bad GERD, extreme itching, and I didn't know how to deal with it because I watched videos, but I didn't like look into those things specifically. So I got frustrated, and then I took it off. So over time, like, my body started to like not be ideal anymore. Like, I started to get self-conscious all over again. I didn't have that confidence I had when I first had got it done. And then my doctor, right after my BBL, he told me, because I told him about like how I felt about the saggy boobs after breastfeeding and stuff, and he was like, come on in, like, you don't even have to worry about pain, like, I got you. So that's when I went to get it done. Like, who wouldn't? So after that, over time, it just wasn't healing right. So I told him when I went on vacation this year, year, actually. I went in the beginning of the year and I showed him, and he was just like, yeah, no, we gotta fix this. Like, we gotta fix this. Come right back in. Like, I got you. So, boom, we fast forward to like 3 weeks ago. Well, a month ago, whatever, we started talking about it. They reached out like, hey, your sister has this planned on this date. Like, do you want to just come in and get it over with? So I was like, okay, fine. When I got there, I was like, since I'm already be asleep and stuff, can you guys just like take out any fat that I have left? Because I didn't even like how I was snatched all the way. Like, I didn't feel like I was all the way snatched. So I was like, since I'm already gonna be put under, and that's like the scariest part, can you just like take it all out and then I could just be done? Like, I'm take care of everything now. Like, you gonna suck everything out. My problem was that I told him natural in the beginning, and he's already like a natural kind of doctor. So I was like, just take everything out. I don't care about shape or anything. Like, my body, like I'm just gonna naturally get it where I need to get it. Like, just take it all out. So that's how we got here. And now, like, I'm not all the way healed. I'm not even gonna be all the way healed for like a while. 3 months, they say minimum. I need my results to maintain. Like, before I got the surgery, I started to get really depressed. I did not want to wear crop tops anymore. It was kind of back to where it was before I got the BBL in the first place. It really takes a toll on you, and that's why people go for rounds on rounds, because when you see the results, your confidence gets boosted like to no other. And when you start to lose those results, you're not listening. You're just like, no, let me do it. Second time's the charm. So here we are, and I can't really do anything because I'm still in recovery. I have to wear my faja, I have to wear the boards, I have to wear this, I can't drink, I can't have salt, I can't do a lot of things. Like, there's so many things that I can't do. But I got this. Like, I got this time. Like, I'm really confident this time. Sequoia getting me right. Like, she's telling me like all the tips and tricks and stuff like that. And so far, it's been working like a freaking charm. So I'm super excited about that. I just want to end this video saying to do whatever you want, whatever's going to make you happy. I was about to sit around being miserable forever. Like, I had the money, I wanted to do it, I got it done. If you have the money and it's going to make you feel better, do it. But yeah, so this is how I started to get surgery. The only thing that I've been telling y'all that I want to do is, like, I wanted to get an eyebrow lift, but I've talked to some surgeons and they don't want to do it because they say that I'm so young and they don't want to mess up my face. So I'm gonna get threads instead. It's more temporary because when the tombstone fell on my head, it fell on this side controls this side, and so it didn't get 100% functionality back, and so like I can't lift this eyebrow up, and it makes me give the illusion that I have like a lazy eye, and like when I laugh it closes. Like, it's a big insecurity of mine. So yeah, I'm gonna get threads, so don't be surprised when y'all see me pop out with threads. But yeah, that's my story of how I started to get surgery. My job is to be on camera, like I said, and I should feel comfortable turning on my screen every single day and not feel something about it. And then people are mean. Luckily, I've had a really good support system. Like, my fans are really nice and I love that. So I don't really have to worry about like negative things. But there are some people who are not that fortunate. I have friends who get majority hate, and you know, if you're dealing with depression on certain things and then a bunch of people keep pointing out your insecurity, like, I can only imagine how much of a toll that'll take on you. So yeah, that's my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't go bashing anybody. If you guys know who I was talking about, don't even mention it. I'm just telling you guys my story time. I don't want to tell you guys why I started getting surgery. So to sum it up, I always had it in the back of my mind, and then social media doesn't make it any better, and then like your loved ones pointing something out don't make it any better. And yeah, but yeah, I love you guys, and hopefully my next video drops soon. I love you guys again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.